What's up, guys? Let's go over our PDN before shooting our shot on our independent practice today. Uh, Today, we're going to be looking at some rounding. The first question asks us to round the number 403,290 to the nearest hundreds place, which means I'm going to circle my digit in the hundreds, which is this 2-digit here. I'm going to draw an arrow next door to my tens place, which is the 9-digit. Now I'm going to ask myself, is 9, the arrow, the pointed digit, greater than 5 or less than 5? If it's greater than 5, I round up. And if it's less than 5, I round down. So it's greater than 5, 9's bigger than 5, so I round up, which means I should add a 1 to that circled digit. Now when I write this in, every digit before my circled digit stays the same. So 403,000. Since I'm rounding up, I'm going to add 1 to my circle digit 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And everything after the circle digit, the tens place and the ones place, becomes a 0. The answer to 403,290 rounds to the nearest hundreds is 403,300. For numero 2, got to erase this up. I'm going to do the same process, but with a different number and rounding to a different place. So here I'm rounding 19,399 to the nearest 10,000s. So I'm going to circle, that's my number in the thousands place. Whoops. I'm going to circle my number in the 10,000s place, which is the 1/10,000, and draw an arrow to my 9-digit. We just said 9 was greater than 5, so I'm rounding up. There's no digit before my circle digit, so the first thing I'm going to do is add 1 to 1, which is 2 10,000s, and then every digit after the thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones all becomes a 0. So I need 1 0, comma, 1, 2, 3 zeros. 19,399 when rounded to the nearest 10,000 is 20,000. Moving on down, we're going to look at number 3, which is that first number, the number from number 1, rounded to the nearest thousands place now. So now I'm going to circle the 3-digit in the thousands place and draw an arrow to my 2-digit. 2 is less than 5, so I round down, which means my circle digit stays the same. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the 2 digits before my circle digit stay the same, the 4 in the 100,000s and the 0 in the 10,000s. My 3, the circle digit, stays the same since I'm rounding down, and the hundreds, tens, and ones, anything after the circle digit becomes a 0. This number, when rounded to the nearest thousands, is 403,000. And the last one is 19,399 rounded to the nearest tens. And this is by far the trickiest one. So if you got this one, you are a math genius. So looking at this one right here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. For number 4, I'm rounding to the nearest tens. So I'm going to circle that 9 in the tens place. And I'm going to draw an arrow to my 9. I know that 9 is greater than 5, so I'm rounding up. I'm going to put a 1-digit right here. And then every digit before the circle digit stays the same. I have a 1 in the 10,000s, a 9 in the thousands, a 3 in the hundreds, and now I have to add a 1 to my 9 and make it 10, 10. 10? 10 tens? That's impossible. So I need to regroup, and I actually need to I can't write a 10 here. I actually need to add 1 to my, I'm going to undo that because that looked really weird. I actually need to add a 1 to my hundreds, because 10 tens equals 100, and every circle digit afterwards becomes the same. So actually what happens here is this isn't the correct answer. The correct answer is 19,400, because I actually need to regroup in my tens place. So I'm going to type that in right here, 19,400. Now you're ready for your independent practice. You can always click on the notes below if you need any help or review.